So, hello everyone, my name is Shravan Terda and I am from third year mechanical. So, I will be teaching you assemblies and surfacing, which is the remaining part of the SolidWorks course. So, today we are going to learn how to do assembly. So, first of all, we will see what component we have to design today. So, these are the components of expansion joint which we have to assemble together. So they are separate now, but we have to assemble together. So first of all, we will learn the basics of assemblies. So assembly depends upon the dimensions and the reading of drawing. So we can see here the body is given, we can see here dimensions. So we have to just match the dimensions of all these components. Means if to see here the OD of neck bush is 150 mm, and here the OD is 150, the ID is 150. So we can match here, and here the ID is 170 and here is 170. So we have to match this component here. So now we will learn how to open the assembly in SolidWorks first. So first of all, click on file, so click on new, and then you will be displayed options here, part assembly and drawing. So you have to open the assembly. It may take some time to load, but I had already opened, so it opened quickly. So here you get a option to browse the parts. So I had already designed the parts. Hope you have got the idea to design the parts. I'm not showing how to design the parts. I'm gonna directly show you how to do assembly. So my parts are ready here. Just name all parts correctly. So you have to select the parts with using control button. We have to select body, bolt, gland bush, gland, neck bush, nut and pipe. So after selecting all these components, you have to click on the open, and you have to arrange the parts one by one. So finally all these components are opened in the assembly file. So first of all, we have to make the axis of each component visible. So I made you can see here all the axes are now visible. So now if you forgot to add one component, you can insert the components from here and again browse it and insert it in this file. So we will learn this linear component pattern in the upcoming session. You don't have to study all these. It takes a lot of time, but it's not necessary now. So we will learn first the basics of assemblies. So now we will see the drawing. So as we discussed earlier, so here the first we will see the body, and we will then mate according to the dimensions. So here we can see the ID is 150 mm, and here ID is OD is 150 mm. So and here the OD is 170 mm, and here the here the ID is 170 mm. So we have to match this edge with this edge. So we will first do that. Before doing that, to do it more precisely and correctly, we will have the dissection of this part, section view of this part. So we have the section view of this part now. You can view the section by clicking on this, and you can take the section as you desire. So we will first first click the mate and click on this face, or rather you can click on this edge and select this edge, this inside edge. So see, it connects automatically. So here are some options which are coincident, tangent, concentric, lock the two components together, reverse direction. So see, what if I do flip the alignment, it matches reversely. So we don't want that now. So I just showed you for this, for that example. So we have made this, and now this won't move. See, if I, it doesn't move. So this is the mate we have given. So the component is now constrained to its position. So second component is, so we will, so second component is the third component, sorry, gland bush. So now see, here it's 170 mm, which will fit up to upper to this neck bush. So see, this 170 mm and 170 mm, so both the dimensions are same. So it will, this gland bush will fit on the top of neck bush. So we will first do that mate. So select this edge, and the edge of, we'll select this edge and this edge. So now see, it is actually in mate, so it will not move. So remaining we will do now. So see here, the ID of this pipe is 100 mm, and the ID, so we can see here the ID of body is 100 mm, and ID of pipe is 100 mm. So we are going to match that, mate that surfaces. So we are going to select first ID of edge of ID of the pipe, and the edge of ID of the gland body, sorry. So once we give tick mark it, the mate will be done, and the body and the pipe will be constrained. So moving to the next part. So in this case now, the gland, coming to the gland, the OD is 275 mm, and there are 4 holes of 16 mm diameter and located at the PCD of 235 mm. So same on the body, there are 4 holes at 235 mm PCD of 16 mm diameter. So there is a clear view that the gland bush, the gland will be fit on top of the body. So now we will select the face, lower face of the gland and the upper face of the body. Either ways you can select the edge of the gland and the edge of the body where it will fit, so it can get directly constrained. Now see, the gland and the body are totally constrained, but the gland can move rotationally. So see, I will show you, see how it rotates rotationally. So we will constrain it by matching the holes of the gland and the body. So we have made the axis here. So now it is perfectly constrained, it won't move. So the last part, now we will close the section view. Again we will see, now the bolt is of 16 mm diameter, so it will definitely fit in that 16 mm holes. So we will match the flat base of the bolt to the face of the gland, and it will go through the gland and body. So we will select the lower face of bolt and mate it with the body. So we will first make the two surfaces of bolt. We will wait 1 minute. We will select the face of the bolt, lower face of the bolt, and the upper face of the body, and body and gland both specifically. And then we will make the axis of the bolt and the holes of the gland and body. So now see, it is perfectly meshed. So now the last part is remaining of nut. So we will match the nut here. We will first select the axis of nut and axis of bolt, which will be coincident. Now see, they are coincident. You just have to press the left click and push the nut upwards at specific distance, whatever you want. So now they are in perfect correlation. So the last part is remaining. We have to do the same for the remaining holes. So as earlier I said, there will be a circular pattern. So you have seen it in part designing. So we have to just select the parameters about so we have to select an axis. So this is the axis where there will be a revolutionary pattern. So we have to select increase the number of instances. So there are number of 4 bolts and 4 So the components to pattern are bolt and nut. So you can see here, you can see a review of your final step. So by clicking right OK, and then the expansion joint is ready. So this is how expansion joint is done. Hope you have understood it. So let's take another example.